2020 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet reviewed topless without trade-offs. 154 pounds. That's all that separates this 2020 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet with the 4S Coupe that my pal Andrew Krok recently tested. Heck, the two test cars are even spec'd the same. And they're both fan-freaking-tastic. That's because the performance gap between 911 Coupe and Cabriolet is closer than ever before. Cutting a car's roof off inherently creates some structural issues that can affect handling, and the added weight of the electronic top mechanism is an unnecessary bit of ballast. Yet the Carrera 4S Cabriolet is so quick, so sharp, and so unrelentingly rewarding, the trade-offs for going topless are pretty much non-existent. Scroll to the bottom of this review and you'll see my individual ratings for various aspects of the 911. Compare those to Krok's earlier scores, and you'll only notice one discrepancy: design. Much as I love the way the 992 911 Coupe looks, the Cabriolet doesn't have the same allure to my eyes. Sure, the profile is similar to the Coupe with the top up, this tester's black fabric roof contrasting nicely against the night blue paint. But then you put the top down and, Look, I know there are fans of the 911 Cabriolet's signature hunchback shape, but I'm not that guy. In fact, I think the hump is somehow more egregious in this 992 generation. Even in coupe form, the 911 definitely appears to have more junk in its trunk. The Cabriolet's topless form only emphasizes how much weight this car is carrying over its rear axle. Maybe it's the automotive equivalent of bootylicious. As for the rest of the car, it's dynamite. Unlike Krok, I don't mind the 911's funny door handles, nor do I hate the tiny electronic gear selector inside. Besides, you shouldn't be using the standard shifter to toggle up and down through the gears, certainly not when there's a great set of steering wheel mounted paddles at your disposal, anyway. Or just get the new 7-speed manual transmission. Problem solved. As a whole, the Cabriolet's interior is every bit as nice as the Coupe's, with comfortable, supportive seats, a clean aesthetic and cozy accommodations for two adults. Like the Coupe, the Cabriolet has back seats, but considering the backrests are completely vertical, they're better used for storage. I did shoehorn a friend back there at one point, for testing, and he only complained for, 20 minutes. The 911 gets a huge tech upgrade for its latest iteration, which is obvious from the minute you get behind the wheel. The central analog tachometer is flanked by a pair of high-resolution displays, and the right side is reconfigurable, allowing you to see vehicle data, a full-screen map and more. Of course, with the steering wheel in the position I like, it cuts off my view of the far ends of either screen, which kind of defeats the purpose of all that digital real estate. Nothing like having to bend my head down just to see how much fuel is in the tank. Move to the dash, and the excellent Porsche Communication Management multimedia system is housed on a 10.9-inch display. This is the same PCM software you'll find in the Cayenne and Panamera, with crisp graphics, a reconfigurable home screen, Wi-Fi hotspot and support for Apple CarPlay, but not Android Auto. I've praised this system before, and nothing is lost in the transition to the 911's slightly more compact arrangement. PCM's feature set is rich, and though it takes a few runs to completely master the menu workflow, being able to program the main screen to show as much or as little information as you like should keep you from having to constantly fiddle with it while driving. That last part is sort of a shame, especially given the 4S Cabriolet's lofty $133,400 starting price. Go crazy with the options, it's a Porsche, so the sky's the limit, and you can spec a 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet up towards $200,000. Even a modestly equipped car like my tester will set you back $154,470, including $1,350 for destination. Great as this car undoubtedly is, there's no getting around that price tag. In fact, if there's one major flaw of the Carrera 4S Cabriolet, it's that it costs $12,800 more than a 4S Coupe, and I'm not sure the top-down experience is really worth that premium. That said, going topless no longer means any performance trade-offs, and if you're well into the six-figure car club, the added cost is likely easier to absorb. Personally, I'd hold out for the inevitable 992 Targa. After all, if Porsche can engineer the 4S Cabriolet to be every bit as rewarding a performer as the Coupe, I can only assume the best of both worlds Targa will be nothing short of bliss.